How to replace the starter on a 2003 Honda Civic LX. So this motor, the non-VTEC version, has the starter. I pulled the battery out from here, just a couple bolts, very simple. And then I pulled out your airbox. So most of that is standard to most of the videos you watch. However, the LX, I'm pretty sure, since the engine is different, the bolt placement is completely different on these models. So the top one, when you come in from the top here, right there, as you can see, that's the first one. And the second one, if you come down from here, it's right there. So what I've used, since these bolts are, in fact, I guess, heat waves, whatever they're called, in standard ratchet with a 14 mil. And I've used a giant bar for some leverage. The top one, not too hard. You just stick this in there and I push forwards, get it out. The bottom one, a little harder. You gotta just put some muscle into it, and push it out. So I'll show you how to take it out once I get the bolts loose. I don't have a fancy camera, so I'm gonna pause it here. I will say the EX, which I imagine is what most of the videos are on, the bolt placement is opposite from this and a lot easier to get to. I don't know why it's designed like that. Kind of confusing, I agree. But I'll pull it out and then I'll show you what the new one should look like and how to put it in. All right, so here I have our two bolts. These are what they look like. I had to use my fingers to get them out. It's all right, because wherever I put it, actually I don't know, in the car obviously, couldn't really get my hands in there and spend a couple minutes just pulling it up. So once you have it, this comes right out like this. This is what our starter looks like. So mine obviously has a couple of rusty spots. The starter looks almost perfect. I'm gonna turn it and see if any gears are dead. So give me a minute. So over here, I've put the two by side. Here's my new to me remanufactured starter. I kind of pulled the sticker off. I gave up. I'm sure it'll be fine. And then here's the old one. It's definitely been through its heat waves, its cycles. So it's pretty simple now. You just push it in, put the new bolts or your old bolts back in, remount this back onto it. This is for your battery, obviously, heat shield, and then you, I can't remember the name, but I'm not a real mechanic. But yeah, and this is the old one. It's super grind out and greasy. If you look at the gears, they're super soft now, I guess. This is the best way I can explain it. I don't even know. I just know that this has gone bad because it was clicking and grinding every start. So yeah, we'll get her started. We'll get her put back on, and then I will show a picture, and we'll go from there. All right, one of the final steps to getting your starter installed is having a 14 or 9/16 because I don't have a 14. A bit of an extender right here like that. And well, I have a quick type torque wrench, but the digital works too, obviously. You're gonna wanna get it in there and you're gonna crank it to 33 foot-pounds of torque, or around that. I have it set to give or take. Yeah, it's about 33. So you're gonna wanna get in there and you're gonna turn it and tighten it in, and your starter should work. Obviously, I will start my car up to see if I did it right on video for you guys, but this is just kind of different since all the videos I saw were completely wrong for my car. There we go, I got some flashlight now. We'll double up, pull this back so I can see. It just goes in just like that. Push the heat shield on. Here we go. And then our battery. So this, you gotta take out this bolt, which I believe is actually my small wrench here, my 10 millimeter. And it appears I am absolutely wrong. Okay, oops. So after being completely wrong, it is in fact the 12 millimeter that you need to use. Okay. You gotta come off, buddy. I know you're all greased in. Just gonna put the bolt right here and the ratchet. So once you get your little battery off, you're going to take your contact point, put that on. And then you're gonna take your battery. This is kind of hard to show with the iPhone. I'm going to tighten up and then I'll show you. Alright, so you're fighting half using my fingers and using the ratchet and turns. There we go. Your starter should be in. Yep. And then you just want to put your heat shield back on. Just like so. So that it doesn't take any water damage or anything, you know. Stuff that could damage your starter again. Alright, final part. Just gotta put your battery back in. So we will get to that right now. Alright, the final step. Get this guy in. So I haven't put the screws in. One there, one there, one here, just right on the front, and then one down there. So I'm gonna screw in each and show you what the car should start, if it does, I hope. You know what, let me put the screws in. I'm just gonna set it up right now and see if it works. That's not good. Woo! Alright, she started. Just like new. So it's been about over a week and a half now. I've decided to top up my oil a little bit because the Honda burns oil. And I just want to show you guys that I can contest that this was a good video after all of that, because the car still starts with no issues. Doesn't sound weird. So here it's been sitting for about 2 hours. No grinding, no clicking, no anything. Starts right up. So I will contest that this was a decent video that I've created. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and I'm going to put out more fixes later as I work on my car.